church and state were cooperatic. Cooperative, maybe, something like that, but certainly not cooperatic. They're singing arias from different operas at the same time. I have no idea what the cooperatic. Medieval Europeans attended the Latin church, for as yet there were no Christians. I mean, that's not even true. It's what? How do you spell the word correctly?
M-E-D.
Huh? I-E?
Yeah.
Now, technically, and my doctorate is in medieval history, right? Should be pronounced medieval, because this part comes from the Latin "aevum," which means age. The Middle Age. Yeah, logic. I just said this was a test of logic, didn't I? Yes.
I was emboldened to try new food, but the distinctive taste made my appetite diminish.
Whoa! Sweet. Yeah. Good job. All right. Let's see. The Dur Eminence, maybe like a title of a cardinal or something. Your Eminence is the title of a cardinal. The Dur Eminence dissipated his energy by indulging in double entendres and encroaching. Never mind. That's enough. That's enough. Let's call overkill. The verb now to arbitrate, and we have professional arbitrators. Think about it. When you do what the arbitrator tells you you need to do, and you're paying him to give you this advice, aren't you bending to his will? So it does make sense, right? Now, the term in the financial markets, arbitrage, that's somewhat a new one. We don't need to concern ourselves with it. Certainly it's going to show up on the SATs. But I suspect at some level it does derive from the same root. Authoritative.
Authoritative.
Very important point. Do not confuse authoritative with authoritarian. Authoritarian is somebody on a power trip, if you will. Authoritative is, well, this guy knows his stuff, so it's a good idea. He is an authority on this subject. You understand the distinction? It's good to be authoritative, not necessarily a good thing to be authoritarian. We expect a certain measure of authoritarianism in a command structure such as a branch of the United States military, okay? Because authority inheres in the rank of an officer, for instance, okay? Begrudge.
Begrudge.
Bolster.
Bolster.
Bound.
Bound.
And it can also be a noun, which however has another meaning, meaning to leap forward, leap by leaps and bounds, right? That's a minor meaning of the word. Bourgeois.
Bourgeois.
Straight from the French. And the class of the bourgeois people is called bourgeoisie, I-E. Okay? Callous.
Callous.
Now, see the spelling, C-A-L-L-O-U-S. That's an adjective. The noun referring to a patch of hard skin on your foot or your hand or wherever would be this spelling without the O. Pronounced exactly the same, right? Candor.
Candor.
And the adjective here would be?
Candid.
Yes, candid, absolutely. Stupor, stupid, torpor, torpid. Candor, candid. Cognitive.
Cognitive.
There's a noun, cognition. And we recognize it also in recognition, right? Now, the cognitive sciences are involved with the study of the phenomenon of consciousness, which is the hottest subject in science today. It is also known, again, this isn't going to be on your test, but you might run into this word as noetics. Psychologists, physicists, literary people, it's a cross-disciplinary endeavor to find out what is consciousness. And at the present time, there exists no universally accepted definition of it. It goes back to the old duality which the French philosopher René Descartes believed existed between the mind and the body. Okay? But after all, they are in the same place, so wait a minute, we've got an issue here. System needs to analyze. Okay. Let's see. Comparable.
Comparable.
Notice the stress on the first syllable, please. It is not comparable, it is comparable. All right? And there is an adjective, incomparable, meaning beyond compare, so to speak. Concordance.
Concordance.
Now notice the definition, an index to words used by an author in a book. There are many different versions of concordances of the Bible, or of parts of the Bible, or concordances of words in Shakespeare, words in Homer, words in Aristotle, and so on. All these are tools for scholars to use as they analyze literary work of one kind or another. Confer.
Confer.
Stress on the second syllable, please. Mark that. Confer. However, it is conference. Right? Conspire.
Conspire.
I love this word. Tell you why. Convene.
Convene.
Noun is what? Convention. Right. Okay. To gather, to come together. To come together, literally. Corollary.
Corollary.
All right. Corroborate.
Corroborate.
All right. And it's double R, so note that. Counterpart.
Counterpart.
You even see that as a verb occasionally, which is a little strange. Credibility.
Credibility.
Now let us get to the next word and make sure we don't confuse these. Credulous.
Credulous.
Easily deceived, naive, gullible is credulous. Now if somebody is incredulous, this person is a little bit more on the other side, not willing even to believe what is generally accepted. Incredulous is temperamentally skeptical, if you will. I guess you might want to make a note of that. Now, incredulous and incredible are obviously not the same word, although there's the root having to do with belief. Critique.
Critique.
Straight from the French, and it has also become a verb. Okay? There's another French word, a lot of these. Cuisine.
Cuisine.
I want to get technical, cuisine, all right, but who says that? Culinary.
Culinary.
It is not culinary, it's a short U. Short U, culinary. Decimate.
Decimate.
Now, literally the word means what? Destroy how much? 1 out of 10. And when did the practice originate? Historically. In the centuries of the Roman Empire, the Roman legions. If you were a centurion or a legion commander, and there was some infraction of discipline and nobody is owning up to it, it was pretty common practice to say, all right, I'm going to line you guys up, I'm going to pick 1 out of 10 and kill you. They generally pretty quickly found out who had actually done it, and then that person was executed, and that was the end of the discipline, and it served a salutary example. Now, Romans are tough. The Romans were tough. That's why the Roman Empire lasted for hundreds of years, longer than any modern imperial entity by far. Demise.
Demise.
Okay. Diagnose.
Diagnose.
And that is a Greek word. The noun is diagnosis. Crisis. So, what's the plural of crisis? So this should be diagnoses, shouldn't it? For the plural. The covert commission connived to despoil and denude the parkland. Does that work? Okay. See, guys, it can be fun. But if these words are still Greek to you, literally, I mean, you know, you can't make head or tails out of it, you're not even going to have fun with little games like that. But you could, if you work a little harder.